everybody, welcome to another episode of Two Hands in a Radio, where we look at inexpensive shortwave radios in the middle of nowhere, and boy, it is looking ominous up there. Probably can't see up there. Really looking kind of ominous, like there might be a storm coming. Nothing like having a raised antenna in a lightning storm. That could get really exciting. Anyway, it's called dedication. Some people call it stupidity. I call it dedication. Here we are with another donator-funded radio. People have donated generously to the channel, and I take that money and I buy radios to turn around and bring to everybody else. And that's how it works, and this is what we got. Today, we're looking at the Radio Shack DX-395. Comes to us from eBay for $15.99, but it had a $10 shipping cost on it, so it's $25. Sometimes I don't always go for the cheapest thing I can find. It's got to look presentable. If it's something that I haven't seen for a while, I may pay just a tidge extra. I won't go crazy. But anyway, if you would like to donate, down under the description box here, along here, there's a link to PayPal. You can click on that. You can donate $1, $2, $20, whatever you want to donate. What I do is take that money and turn around and buy radios like this just to bring to everybody in the channel. So that's how that all works. Offering plate has been passed. You do whatever you feel like you're inclined to do, and it's all appreciated. Really is. And this, everybody's going to like this one, I think. This is a cool one. It comes to us in 1997 from Radio Shack, catalog number 20-225, if that's important to anybody. AM, FM, shortwave. Let's just get into it. It has, you've never heard me say this on this channel. You can look through all 100 and so many videos. You will never hear me say this. This is a first. This has a plethora of batteries. Takes 2 AAA batteries for the clock functions and 4 AA batteries to run the radio function. What a monster. Gotta love it. Comes in 7 5/8 inches across, 4 3/8 inches tall, 1 11/16 thick. However you do that, height, width, depth, whatever you call it. I just call it across, height, and thick. Anyway, my channel, I'll call it something weird. Anyway, weighs 1 pound 7 ounces empty, and it weighs a ton with the batteries in it. It's got a 20-inch antenna on top. Don't know, the speaker's about half of that. Well, you can't really see where the speaker is. It may be a 3-inch speaker at the most. Just don't know on that one. We've got a whopping 5 buttons on the front here. Those 5 hold 20 presets. You can hold 4 AM, 4 FM, 4 shortwave, 1, 4 shortwave 2. Did I say that right? 4. Yeah, anyway, there's 20 presets, however that math all works out. 5 each, I guess. 4 each. So why is there 5? I don't know. Hey, I'm just the messenger. Anyway, doesn't have a lot of presets on it, that's for sure. And got a little store button there. We've got our digital display up here. That is pretty close to the right time, 5:16 in the evening. The only tuning you're going to get is the up or down button here. Light for our display, time adjust. It has a sleep function and also an alarm. Kind of cool. More of a travel kind of radio with all the clock features and everything. On the right hand side, we've got a DX and local switch. I think we're set on DX now. We also have our band selector switch here of FM, AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. And here on the side is the on-off switch. It's just a little teeny tiny switch. On the back side, we've got all the pertinent information. all the battery stuff that it takes. AM frequency 530 to 1710. FM is 87.5 to 107.9, kind of standard stuff. Shortwave is broken down into two bands, 3.2 to 7.3 megahertz. Then shortwave 2 is 9.5 to 21.75 megahertz. Skips a lot of the good stuff. You know, you won't hit 93.95 with this radio. And yeah, just kind of, that's okay. You know, I mean, for 20, 25 bucks, who cares? Got a volume wheel on the left-hand side. I always have to think left or right. And then in my head, I'm thinking, is this left or is this right or is it the other right? And so there's all this stuff going in my head while I talk, and it's kind of crazy at times. Volume wheel, we've got a tone, high and low, a non-stereo headphone jack there, DC adapter, which not included. And let's just get the antenna up and wave for the lightning people to come take us away. Oh, that cloud is getting a little more ominous. I may show everybody at the end of the whole thing that it is looking a little ominous. How many times have I said ominous now? Well, let's turn this on and see what we got. I think we'll start out probably FM. This is on our local talk radio. Got a great audio. It's just got that Radio Shack Sangean kind of audio. Just delicious. Oh yeah. And the only way, like I said, the only way to tune this is you either hit it really, really slow, or you can hold it down and it'll find the next station. And that's where you can say, ooh, I'd like to store that in memory. And so, okay, 20. Now here's 20. You have 5 FM, 5 AM, 5 shortwave 1, 5 shortwave 2. Boy, my math is not good sometimes. Anyway, but that's, you hit the store button and where you want to put it, and boom, you're there. Not many, but it would work. So that was FM. Let's get out of that because of the copyright police. Let's look at AM. This is our local station again. 30,000 and exactly. Just kind of cruise around and see what it finds. Doesn't find much. And then it starts back over. Doesn't find anything. That's exciting. It's probably going to find some storms. Okay.
I want to be a VJ2 show.
So it does it a lot better just by going through manually. There's Cincinnati. So it does better going that way rather than trying to automatically search through things. I wonder what it's going to do with shortwave, because we're really going to lean on that heavy. This thing is heavy. I'm holding about 4 inches off the desk, and it is a little heavy. That one, we got that. 1070 the fan. Yeah. There's Indianapolis. Let's see if it finds 1390, which is Seymour. Chunky, 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 chunky. Oh, yeah. See, that skipped all of that with the automatic scan. It just roared through and didn't find nothing but our local station. That's sad.
Those guys are in.
Try it again. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. You do what you got to do. Plus, I don't know how much 1997 is. Don't ask me to do that math again. However many years that is, it may not be running the best that it could. So, got to give it a little bit of a break. That's okay, and our display here shows us where we're at, shortwave 1. And it does search in half increments, like if we wanted to tap the button, you can see it go half-step increments, kind of nice. Let's just see if there's anything around. There's no direct entry. Not the friendliest thing on earth. And if the search is not very sensitive, we're going to be really bored.
I was in my car.
There we go.
Listening, I think Richie Cameron is her name, and she interviewed that.
There we go. I'd like to see if it starts back over. Shortwave 1 then starts back over. It probably does. Once it gets up to 7.3. Yeah, then it starts over. Okay, well, at least it got something on shortwave 1. Let's try shortwave 2 at 9.5. Might have a little better luck this time of afternoon. There we go. And like I said, if you like that, you can store it in your memory. I just want to see if it'll get WWV. There, it's there.
At the tone, 21 hours, 23 minutes, coordinated universal time.
There we go. So it actually got that. Let's just move on. Kind of cool. I have no doubt that a person could sit here and just press that button over and over and over. Kind of fine tune it. And we'd find probably a lot more stations. It's not doing all bad. Solar flux index of 67 and crashing, and that storm cloud over there doesn't look inviting. So this is not really doing too bad, actually. And it's almost coming up to the end. It may get Radio Havana, Cuba. May not. Somebody's really blundering along in there. I guess that's about the end of it. Cool, very cool little radio. Thing's in great shape. It makes me happy when they come to me in nice shape and they're as advertised. And yeah, I think that's about the end of it, I'd say. Yeah, just stuff. Who knows what that might be? Junk. Okay, and then it starts over. There we go. Radio Marty, probably. I think that's what he just said. Now, I have no doubt that we could just do that. And we would find a lot more stations. But I don't want to build those kind of muscles trying to hold this thing in the air that long. This would be a good radio on your lap almost. Just kind of plop it in your lap and just casually tap the button and go. It's a shame it doesn't have a better option like a tuning wheel or direct entry or something to get you a little closer. Because my goodness, let's go through that whole band just like that. Not saying I've never done it before. You know, it's depends on what mood you're in. There are some nights I'm in the mood just to sit here and do this. And then there's other times I just like to hit the button and say, okay, what's next? You know, surprise me. Oh, there. Okay, I'm surprised. So that's very, very cool. Like I said, it's got a light on it. Nobody can see that. Display shows our alarm time. Sleep function. It does have an alarm with it, so that'd be kind of cool. Overall, just a cool little radio. If you can find one cheap enough, it's kind of fun to play with. And very, very cool. I think that I got all the pertinent information out of the way. The Radio Shack DX-395. Kind of neat. I think we've been through almost all the portables. I'm going to say almost all the portables. Gets into the DX100 and DX300, 302. Some of those are big desktop models. And but as far as the portable stuff we can run out here, I think we might have covered them all. So it's kind of cool. It's been fun to look at these and see the different nuances. And you can definitely tell Sangean had a big part in these radios. You can just feel it after you start to look at several of them. You can just tell. Anyway, cool little radio, and fun to go back and take a look at these things from the past. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, well, give it a thumbs up anyway. I don't care. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon, share it, tag it, post it, Instagram it. I don't know, whatever people do. I have no idea. I'm about as anti-social media as you can get, other than this. And but do what you got to do. Leave your comments below. Try to keep them halfway fun. You know, that's all this channel's about, just having fun. Now I can tip the camera up and show you what I was staring at the whole time that I was just kind of talking away and trying to think about math and things like that. I was kind of watching up there just to make sure things didn't get too out of control. Flash of lightning, why, that might not have ended very well. So, with that, I hope it inspires you to go get a radio. Don't care if it's AM, FM, shortwave, whatever it is, weather radio. Don't care, just listen to it. And there's a world out there, and this also says on the box, yet again, voice of the world. And everybody laughs and tee-hees because it says voice of the world. But you know, that's what it is. You get this little box, and you can listen to the voice of the world, and it's fantastic. And hopefully my goal is just to get somebody inspired to go do that. So, all that. Enjoy your night. We'll see you at the next review.